Hi, I'm Lisa Marie, and welcome to my channel, Living My Best Life. I love to do videos on DIY, crafts, interesting topics. We can live our best life doing whatever makes us happy. I hope you'll join me.
Hi friends, in today's video I am joining in on an open invite collaboration which is hosted by ELENA JENKINS DIY and co-hosted by Simple Yet Chic. In this collaboration we were asked to create DIYs that we were inspired by something to make. Be sure to visit ELENA JENKINS and Simple Yet Chic's channel, and also there'll be a playlist in my description of all the people who joined in on this particular challenge, as well as the links to both ELENA and Antoinette's channels. I hope you'll definitely go visit them. They're very talented ladies. DIY number 1. I decided to take my inspiration from Anthropologie. It's a store that I really like, but I can never shop in because it's so expensive. So this first DIY is called the Horus Hurricane. I guess it's either a vase or a candle holder, and it costs $38. And it's made out of like a basket rattan type of material and some wood. And looking at Dollar Tree products, I thought, okay, what could I do? So I found this non-slip thing that you put under dishes in your cabinets, or under anything you don't want to slip. And I thought, that kind of has a basket-like look to it. And I found 2 little plastic containers that were like leftover containers from food, and I used, the pieces from the little foam brushes. Well, I never throw those away when the brushes aren't good anymore, so I saved them, and I was able to make the little legs out of that. So I'm using just a variety of colors. They're mostly all chalk paint, Waverly, and I'm just blending them, and basically it's the wax white color, it's fawn, hazelnut, and I'm just trying to come up with a look that resembles what I saw in the picture. So I just continue to paint different colors on it until I get what I like. So I took the non-stick stuff and I kind of measured by wrapping it around each of the little bowls to see how much I would need. And because the weave in them is pretty wide and I want it to look more like the rattan, I cut 3 pieces for each one, and that way I can overlap them, not an exact overlap, but kind of stagger them a little bit so that it will be a tighter weave. And then I'm going to hot glue that on to both of them. Once I have all 3 pieces attached, I'm going to trim around the bottom and just get any little excess pieces. Now on the original one, it had like kind of a little piece of wood around the top and the bottom, which I wouldn't be able to do. So I'm going to use some nautical rope instead, just to kind of create that border. So it would be good to remember that I'm not trying to make an exact copy of the one from Anthropologie. I'm just trying to do an inspired version. I ended up taking a little bit of jute twine. Just at the very top there was a teeny tiny gap and it was too small for more of the nautical rope. So by putting a little bit of the twine in there, it just fit perfectly and covered up that spot. And now it's time to attach my 4 little legs on the bottom of each one. I used hot glue to do that, and then I turned it around to see if it would stand up straight. And I added a teeny bit of hot glue to the bottom of the 2 of them actually to make sure that it did sit straight, because it was really hard to get that balance, but that worked. That was a great way to do that. And then I just decided to touch up the paint again a little bit and add a little more texture and color, and I'm using just a combination of the hazelnut and the white. I felt like the part that was supposed to look like rattan just looked too kind of yellowish, so I used a little bit of the antique wax from Waverly just to change the tone a little bit, and just barely brushing it on and kind of dabbing it here and there. And then it really did have that, rattan look when I was done, and I was very happy with that. I am just so excited for how this turned out. It's my first time to try to do this, and this cost me less than $5 to make both of them, and just think it would have been like $38 for each at Anthropologie. So hey, you know what? I feel very inspired by this, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. DIY number 2. These are the Tilda nut bowls from Anthropologie, and it's a set of 3 for $32. I took 3 of the little succulent vases, and I had been using the succulents for something else, and I still had the vases, and I removed the foam inside of them, and then I just used some paint basically in order to create this. So this is really inexpensive. Each of the succulents was $1, but I already used the succulents, so let's just say each vase was 50 cents, so that's $1.50, and then just some paint that I already had. So easily I made this for even, let's just say, $3, and that's a huge difference. So I am painting them all white to start off with, and I am going to do 2 really good coats to make sure I cover that black. I used my Arteza acrylic paint, and I just picked 5 colors, a version of blue, green, yellow, red, and pink. And I thought I would be really clever and take my little flattened marbles and attach them to a Jenga block and see if I could make my circles. Well, that did not work that good. So great plans, well, maybe not so great. So I ended up using a brush to draw my circles, and that really made a big difference, and I liked the way that came out. Plus I could make them different sizes, and I think that was the way they were supposed to be. Now as far as the circles go, I'm making them very random. Different places, different sizes, and you'll see different colors, and then I'm going to blend some of the colors. They looked a little like watercolors on the original picture, probably because it was on ceramic, and you could get away with that. So I did water down the paint at one point in order to try to make it look a little bit more watery, and you'll see as I go and I add more colors and I blend them a little, and just kind of, a little whimsy here. I just wanted to mention, if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. I would be so excited to have you here. And also, if you do subscribe, turn on the notification bell so that you will know every time I upload a video. Also, if you enjoyed this video, definitely hit the like button and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought, if you had any ideas, or if you'd like to see me do something different. I'd love to hear from you, and it really helps my channel. Also, I'm on social media on Instagram and Facebook under the same name, Living My Best Life with Lisa Marie, and I really love to see you there. Sometimes I do sneak peeks, so you definitely want to follow me over there. And don't forget, down in the description, there will be a link to both Elena and Antoinette's channels and the playlist containing all of the participants in this challenge, and you'll definitely want to see that and see their great inspired ideas. Once all the paint dried, I used some polyurethane quick dry as a top coat on the outside only. On the inside, I put a little bit of Mod Podge, and the reason I did that is I knew I didn't want to use the polyurethane on the inside in case we really did use this for nuts, and I don't have anything that's really safe for food, so I just put a quick little coat on the inside of Mod Podge, and I will figure out what I'm gonna do to make it something that we can actually use. I love how they turned out. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. They are just fun, and I only could do the one shape. I didn't get to do the round ones, but I love that they match, but yet they're different because I didn't put the exact same, circles on each of them. But I really like it, and I threw some nuts in there so you could see what it would look like, and I think it turned out great, and for such an inexpensive price. And DIY number 3, the last one, and kind of a bonus one. This is also from Anthropologie. This is called the honeycomb vase, and the small one is $32. I actually made this originally in a different video, but didn't know it was from Anthropologie. So I brought it back into this one in the state that it was in when I finished it, and am now changing the color from bronze to gold, and then adding some polyurethane to give it a little more sheen so that it will actually look more like the one from Anthropologie. I was just trying a different technique when I made this in the first place and didn't know that it was inspired by an actual product. So I'm going to put the link to that video down below or up in the cards also, so that way you can go see how I actually made this originally. But for now, this is just kind of making it like the Anthropologie one. So it's a little more inspired intentionally this time, not on accident. I would definitely say that my version is a little rougher. Theirs is just so polished and nice, but that's to be expected, right? I really do like the way it turned out, and it looks just really kind of boho. I love it. It also probably cost me less than $3 to make, so there you go. And let's have one final look at all of the DIYs. I love how they turned out. It was really fun to be inspired by something that I found online and then try to make something like it. Lots of fun. I want to do this again. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and don't forget to go run that playlist and see all the rest of the videos. I also wanted to thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to watch my videos. I really appreciate it. Thanks so much, and I hope you have a great day. See you next time. Bye.